Shout my hip-hop since 1987 niggas. Hiphopsince1987.com.
Alright, we live, hip-hop since 1987. It's your boy Wilde Tuna. I'm here with the legend, DutchieMan, Philadelphia. We're gonna start this off. We're gonna start from the beginning, man, because we need to let people know your whole story. So, you know, let's start from the beginning. What's your first rap name?
That's wild. General was my first rap name.
General?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I've been doing this shit so long. You know how it go, bro. Doing it so long.
Right. What made you change from that to DutchieMan?
Me and Bump was sitting at my mother's house, and we just kept watching the movie Hoodlum.
Okay.
And my mother came in and said, "Yo, y'all keep watching that shit. Y'all gonna turn into a Bump and a Dutch." And we kept it since then.
That's love. That's love.
Yeah.
So, what gave you your start? What made you say you wanted to start rapping?
Oh man, in like 1988. And it seems so long ago, but 1988, I was like 7 years old.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? 7 years old. And my uncle just put me and my little brother in the studio and we started rapping because hip hop was always influential in my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody in my family was into hip hop music. You know what I'm saying? My dad played percussion, so I grew up to the sound of the drum. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So talk about, you know, you got your start, you start pursuing it, you ended up on the playgrounds battling, you know what I mean, the legendary South Philly playgrounds, just in the city going around and, you know, putting on. Tell us a little about that, you know what I mean, how was that? I mean, you know, hip hop since 1987, baby, you know, we gotta make sure we know our legends.
Right,
you know
okay, so even before that, like I participated in a lot of ciphers and a lot of, you know, the Cassidys, the other people like that, they all came, you know, through the pipeline that I had. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these guys came from the pipeline that I had. They came from the pipeline that Major Figgas had. They came from the pipeline that State Property had. You know what I'm saying? So we just was rapping. I've been rapping so long that it's just like, I was talented. That's how I can answer that question. I knew I had talent.
Right.
I just had to learn how to center it.
Yeah. So who was the best back then? No cap, who was the best? Honestly,
I would have to get at out of my whole squad, the best was Lava was the best back then.
Okay.
Lava.
For
sure. Salute to Lava. Lava was the best back then.
So how'd y'all link up all together? Who you met first? Spade? Like how they all come together? How the figures come together?
All right. So we all from Area Avenue. We just go from there.
Right.
We all from Area Avenue, except for Spade.
Okay.
And except for Bianca.
All right.
Rap just hit my neighborhood hard as fuck. You know what I'm saying? When rap, you know, we was in school where rap just hit the neighborhood.
Right.
So everybody rapped individually. Okay. Individually, everybody rapped. Okay. I think Gillie was probably like one of the niggas who started rapping later on, but we all rapped when we was young.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Gillie played basketball, so he really wasn't into the rapping like that, and just started doing it because Wallo came up with the idea to do a group. You know what I'm saying?
Word, just put all y'all in the group.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not even all of it. It was like Bump introduced everybody to everybody in our younger years, and everybody just kept rapping, and then it was like, what? Nobody fucking with us nowhere else. So you can't beat them, you join them. That's just basically how to sum it up real quick. Okay. It was like nobody. I ain't never met a nigga like Gillie or Spade or Lava or Bump or you know what I'm saying, Rolly or Bianca. I never met nobody like them. You know what I'm saying? So at that time we was tearing shit up so bad, it was no rappers that could even get in the way of that. Right. We was smoking everything. If I wasn't smoking them, Gillie was smoking them. If Gillie wasn't smoking them, Spade was smoking them. So as far as the city go, it was like, you know, people don't even understand. Beanie Seigal started with us. You know what I'm saying? We all started together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I was going to ask you about that.
Major Figgas and Beanie Seigal was the ones that ran the city, and Most Wanted, I can't forget Most Wanted. But we were the ones that ran the city at the time.
Right.
So we just pushed through, and you know, just in the beginning of even Beans getting on and shit like that, us and Beanie Seigal and Jay-Z were supposed to do a group called the Dynasty. Right. We turned that deal down.
Was that after
I think it was a bad business decision.
Was that after that came after the Cosmic Kev and Beanie Seigal mixtape?
Yeah, that was all around down at the same time.
Okay.
Because in the beginning it was still, it was all love. You know what I'm saying? Like I know me and Spade, when we would be over New York after we did the deal with we would be over New York and we would still go to Rockefeller office and sit there with Dame and Hove and smoke cigars and shit like that. Right. Just watch games and shit like that. So it was like, I never expected it to go the way it went. You know what I'm saying? Like I just was, you ride with your team.
Yeah.
When your team tell you to ride, you ride. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it was. I rode with my team.
That's one. So you ever, have a deal from Jay-Z on the table since y'all was in the mix? You ever talk about?
Yeah, they offered us something, but it wasn't substantial enough amount of money. Mm-hmm. It wasn't a substantial amount of money. Like it wasn't. At the time, I had so much fucking money that it's like, why would I take this? But Jay wasn't offering us money. He was offering us a career. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. He was offering a clothing line. He was offering, he was still going to give us some money up front, but it's like the money I'm going to give you up front, you're going to make so much more money just fucking with me that you're going to be good. But guess who don't pay no attention to that? Young people who don't have the right, you got to have the right management. You got to have the right people around you to tell you you're doing wrong.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Looking back on it, would you take that deal, looking back on it?
Yeah. Hell right.
Right.
Hell right. I would take that deal.
So tell me about DJ Clark Kent.
Oh wow, DJ Clark Kent was one of the first people who started he was responsible for some of the great big records and things like that. Right. Kev, am I correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
So Clark Kent was one of the first, him and Stretch Armstrong was one of the first.
I beat him.
You know what I mean? They was like the niggas that invited us to New York and allowed us to just go berserk. Right. And the Locks.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Salute to Jada and Styles and Sheik, my niggas. You know what I'm saying?
That's major. Well, give me a highlight up in New York. Give me a story. Give me something crazy that just went down. You know what I'm saying?
The illest shit ever happened to me in New York. I ain't gonna lie to you. The illest shit that ever happened to me was there's just constant production going on. So it's all these different artists just walking through, and it's like he call you in this room, and it might be Lil Kim in this room, and then he might got Vado in this room, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's just. It's like it's deep, you know what I'm saying? Like just to be in that atmosphere, you know what I'm saying? So that was one of the illest joints, like illest stories, like just being in there and that nigga actually looking at me and saying, yo, you are truly talented. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Wycleff, man. That was I mean, I got so many different highlights, man, being in the studio with Ludacris. You know what I'm saying? Being in the studio, making a record with Ludacris.
Tell us about that. What?
Well, at this time, Dutch and Spade and Ludacris and Major Figgas, we were all like in the same league at this time. Dropping records with the known artists, Nelly, you know what I'm saying, all of Beanie Seigal, everybody. So I'm in the booth one day with a young lady. You know what I mean? I'm in the booth with a young lady. And I'm doing my numbers, you know what I mean, in the booth, and I hear Ludacris rapping and shit. But I don't know who it is at the time. I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga murdering this record like this? And I walk up and it's fucking Luda, and I'm like, oh shit, what's up, bro? I never forget, he had on like, no one, Fubu did that Fat Albert line? He had that shit on. It was funny, like.
That's like his shit. That's like his shit. So real quick, I got a couple more questions for you before we get out of this joint. You know what I'm saying? When you was going through, you know, in the studio with Wycleff and all the, you know what I'm saying, Ludacris and all that, was you under a label or was you still independent at the time?
No, this was actually when there was 2 times that I met Wycleff. One time he was outside in a car service. He was outside in the car service outside of Rough Nation.
Okay.
He was outside in the car service outside of Rough Nation the second time I met Wycleff. I come outside, he calls me to the car, tell me get in the car. He like, yo, I've been listening to your music and I love your cadences. And the second time I was working with Lil Kim at the time, and he remembered me, and he like, yo, come up here, I did the cadence for the joint, and he asked to be my mentor, and things got a little shaky with, you know, the vibe, and he was told not to call me. That's what we're gonna leave it at.
Okay. Was it anything to do with Lil Kim? How was that? Lil Kim.
It had something to do with her, but the thing about it was, I understand now what it was about. It's about protocol. If Kim brings me there, he's supposed to go to Kim in the business, go to Kim and say, yo, I want to work with him, not directly. You know what I mean? Because it's like you don't deal with somebody's artist, because at the end of the day, I was like a part of Queen Bee Entertainment at the time. So you really don't do that. I understand now, but in hindsight, I'm like, it still could have went the right way because it's Wycleff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know,
you learn when you go.
It's a lot of effort in error sometimes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. It's a lot of effort to error. You know what I mean? Like wild shit, but yeah, it's crazy. It's a lot of shit that could have happened better, but you know, we here now.
Right. So what's the deal with Lil Kim? Tell me about that. That's a big wave. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people get in that position.
This is what I can tell you. What I'm gonna say about Lil Kim is this. Ask her. I ain't saying nothing. Ask her. Whatever she gonna say, she gonna say. I'm gonna say she's still a queen. She's still iconic. And salute Lil Kim. That's what I'm gonna say. But if y'all asking me anything relationship-wise about it, ask her. And whatever she tell you, if I agree with it, I'm gonna say it's the truth. If she lie, I'm gonna say it ain't the truth. I'm pretty sure she's gonna keep it 1,000.
I'm gonna run down on Lil Kim. We're gonna have to talk to her about that, man. See what's up.
However you gotta do it.
We gotta see what's going on. I mean, the people wanna know. People wanna know.
I ain't gonna say yeah, I ain't gonna say no. I'm gonna say ask her.
So we definitely gotta talk about, you know, getting out the industry and pushing still as you are right now. How do you feel the support level in the city and, you know, your fans and the DJs and, you know, radio, just the industry in general?
You know, what's so crazy is that I still have a core fan base.
Right.
And it's weird, after 20 years, I still have a core fan base.
Right.
And it's like, it even became greater when I dropped the Jadakiss record. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's only been like a month that, you know, span that record has been out.
Right.
And I'm on over 200 playlists on my own.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Then I catch a good break with this distribution company called 1RPM. I catch a good break. And now they saying that whatever I release now, full push distribution situation.
Right.
So now it's like, oh wow.
I'm going up.
So you know what I did? I went hard. I double backed on them. You know what I'm saying? I double backed on them. Now I got Projectiles and Cognac coming out.
Right.
With Big Ooh, Jadakiss, MeWe, Freeway,
Right.
38 Spash.
That's a go.
About to turn in my second EP.
That's a go. Listen, we
Numbers I could deal with.
We're gonna campaign on this side, man. Hopefully them spins get up on radio. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we need that music.
You heard what I said though, right? I just
heard
turned
it.
one in. I'm ready to turn my next one in, what, next week? Next week I'm turning in Numbers I could deal with.
Okay.
I only got 2 features on there. Conway, The Machine,
Maybe.
and OT The Real. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Running that up, man. That's definitely gonna be on the radar,
salute
man.
to Griselda, salute to my nigga Benny the Butcher, salute to my nigga Westside Gun, and salute to my nigga Conway. You know what I'm saying? And then them niggas they ain't giving out features like that, so you know what it is with that. That's love right there. When a nigga like that take time out to do something for you,
Yeah.
I'm gonna play that shit for you. When we done with it, I'm gonna play it for you so you can see where I'm going at. Bro.
Yeah, I definitely need
I'm
that.
gonna let you hear a few joints.
Definitely need that. Definitely need that. Can we talk controversy?
Yeah, always
Let's talk controversy. Two major, you know, if you want to call it beefs or frictions going on. Cosmic Kev, and we want to talk about your relationships with Gillie, as everything's still good on that end. So, you know, whatever you can speak on.
The only thing is that people have to understand, the reason why they question my relationship with Gil is because Gil has 1 million followers and he's doing him right now. Nobody questions the Major Figgas relationship, the whole Major. It's not just a relationship with me. It's if we need to be in the same place, we will be. If we don't need to be in the same place, we have to fend for ourselves. We're adults now. I would never let nothing happen to Gil, and vice versa. That's the way I look at that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. What about Kev? What's going on?
Cosmic Kev, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I really would love to sit down with him and figure out what's the issues. Because I send you a record with me and Jadakiss and you don't spin that out. What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with you? And it's like I've been hearing that from a lot of artists in Philly. Like, he just this way and he this way and he that. Kev, get up off that bullshit. I'm. You know, it's so crazy because I'm the reason why. And Major Figgas is the reason why niggas like Cosmic Kev got jobs. I just don't like DJs that capitalize off of drama and don't want to capitalize off of positivity.
Right.
If I'm just doing great music and I got great work, I'd send you a record with drama. You don't play it. I send you a record with Jadakiss. You don't play it. Now watch this Conway record take off in New York when I get it to Flex, when I get it to K-Slay. It's going to take off and then he's going to want to play it. But until we sit down and talk, I don't need him though, for real. He don't make you stream. You don't really need radio. I want the relationship with a guy who I considered a friend one time to be able to sit down and talk to me like a man.
Right.
That's all I'm asking. It ain't even no beef. Because if I was to see him the day of tomorrow, I still wouldn't walk up on him and say, "Yo, Kev, you's a fucking nut for not playing my music." I'm gonna walk up on him and say, "Damn, homie, what's wrong with us?
Right.
We Philadelphia, we history, we hip hop. What we doing?"
Right. That's real. That's real. DutchieMan, the legend, hip hop since 1987. It's your boy Wilde Tuna. We're gonna get some more exclusives. We're gonna get some music playing. We're gonna get some more, man. Shout out to you. We appreciate you coming out on our network and showing love.
Salute to Circuit Breaker, salute to Rick Dane, salute to the whole hip hop since 1987.
That's the
This
best.
has been brought to you by DutchieMan 1122 MMG Studios. Projectiles and Cognac on the way. Subscribe to my YouTube page, DutchieMan. Make sure y'all get over to my situation and subscribe, and make sure that Dutchie and Friends that y'all pay attention that it's coming out. I can't let y'all know who the Friends is. I can just let y'all know that this is gonna be the most epic shit in the world. Hip hop since 1987. They call me Dutchie. Yeah.
Shout my hip hop since 1987 niggas. Hip hop since 1987.com.